Thank you, Mr. Chair. So is the Department of Health going to change the school guidance based upon the new CDC guidance that's come out?
Senator, I'm not, what guidance you talking about?
Well, the 6 foot to 3 foot
The
guidance and others.
The last I saw on 3 foot, 6 foot is not a definition of close contact. It's a definition of spacing students out of school.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
All right. And on that, Matt, one last thing on that. Obviously, of all of the military, even now state police people that are reaching out, concerned about the federal funds and maybe coming in there, all of these issues, one of the greatest constituencies are the nurses and doctors that we're hearing from. You heard some of the effect with the nursing students here today. Has there been any communication whatsoever with the Department of Health on what the Department of Health may or may not do or has the ability to help with related to the fact that you have people that I'm already hearing from them, they're already gone. They've already left. So we say that went through a period, we've had staffing shortages. What plans do you have in place as Arkansas Department of Health if you endure another spike again on what you're going to do to ensure that people are able to be taken care of, since some of these hospitals are firing perfectly qualified nurses and doctors because they choose not to be a part of the experiment and choose to remain as a part of the control group to actually quote one of the doctors?
So as Dr. Mero and Dr. Hill have said in the past, that they have not, do not advocate for mandating the vaccine. This body here has given out funds, appropriated funds to help, ensure staff in the case of a spike. So I think we'll continue to look at that. I think cases are going down. That may change. I think as you know, this is a rapidly changing situation. I think there's still some funding out there, even with these hospitals to help with staffing, with nursing, things like that. So, as far as a rule that we have on any kind of occupational, of the industry of nursing and medical professionals that we regulate, we don't have any control over, hey, nursing industry, you can't put that rule or that law on that group. So I think it's more of a business decision. I think it's not something that we can, we're limited in our authority to regulate that. So I don't know if that answers your question or not.
Well, and it's a question that obviously what I predict is when this all begins to happen and some of the things that Senator Ballinger, we'll all be back in here with wondering what we're going to do. You're going to have even bigger backups and unemployment than you've ever had. Here we're going to be. We're going to have all these folks that will be upset. And so I'm just telling you, I'm just urging all of you to do what you can to be thinking about it and maybe be proactive and ask some of them, because if we're going to experience what it seems the volume that we're hearing, and I imagine on Wednesday you're going to see a volume in this state that you haven't seen in a long time. And so I just really urge everybody. I feel sorry for all of us, to be honest with you, as I close the comments here today, is that seems like every time you get things about figured out that there's a big change. Here we're all in here again, and I feel sorry for the constituents here in our state and the citizens around the country, because it's a constantly moving target that's put people in great upheaval. I believe now they're going to the point where they're going to call it a real dangerous situation, because people are backed in a corner and now threatening them with their livelihoods and the ability to take care of their families. And God help anybody that has made decisions that pushes somebody into a corner like that and the negative outcomes. I really fear for that for the communities. I wish that everybody would take a pause and use common sense as it relates to all these issues, because it's very unfair what's happening in our country. With that, I don't think there's anything else. We've gone 4.5 hours nearly straight. Thank you all for your participation. Thank you for coming. Please reach out to us if you've got something actionable that we could do, because I doubt that we get out this week without the situation coming to a head in our session. Thank you. With that, we're adjourned.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Chaos is coming down the pike, courtesy of Mr. Biden.